So, Russell Martin's first competitive game in charge of Rangers ends up with a 2-0 win in the Champions League qualifiers over Panathinaikos. And it was a result for certainly the first 50 or so minutes of the game didn't look like was going to happen. Rangers started off the game I don't know if you would say the ascendancy, but in control. And then after maybe about the 12th minute, Panathinaikos were on top for the remainder of the half. They definitely will feel aggrieved, probably not to have scored a couple of goals in the first half. Good couple of stops from Jack Butland, potentially returning to a little bit of form for himself. Obviously, it's maybe too early to tell after one game. Towards the end of the half, though, a couple of chances for Rangers. Danilo holds up the ball, lays it off to Diamande, who forces a save, and then from the resulting corner, Danilo hits a volley that's well blocked. But the Rangers couldn't really feel too aggrieved to be going into half-time 0-0. Panathinaikos will probably have felt aggrieved as well. The second half started off similar to how the first half went. A couple of big chances for Panathinaikos, and then on two different occasions they probably should have taken the lead. And then Finlay Curtis involved in two big moments where he goes up the park and scores. It was a little bit of a deflection. It kind of came out of nothing at that point, but Rangers will definitely take that, and he will definitely take that as well. And then it didn't stop Panathinaikos being in the ascendancy for the next few minutes. They have another massive chance where Rangers' new centre-half, Giga, gets caught on the ball a little bit too easily, which happened on numerous occasions before the red card. Rangers players were getting caught on the ball on a couple of occasions, but again, it breaks to Finlay Curtis, who takes a good touch inside. Maybe the second booking's a little bit harsh, but the referee was mostly consistent with that all night in terms of the yellow cards. And one of the Panathinaikos players that was one of the most impactful was the one that was sent off. From that point on, it was pretty much cruise control for Rangers. I think Panathinaikos tried to sit in and kind of do damage control for the second leg with being a man down. And then Gassama comes on and does well to drive inside, actually, a little bit of a fake shot to open it up. I can't tell if it takes a deflection or if it just changes the angle, but if it doesn't take a deflection, you have to say it's pretty poor from the goalkeeper. And it's 2-0 Rangers, and from that point, they had a couple of chances where they could have made it 3 as well, but they did take advantage of the red card for sure. And they've given themselves as good a platform as they possibly could have hoped for with the way that the game went, I think, to progress into the next round of the Champions League. By no means are Panathinaikos out of it, though. If they can play like that next week in the second leg in the heat of Greece and improve on their finishing, then Rangers are not through it just yet. It'll be interesting to see how they set up away from home. The way that they set up tonight, of course, under Russell Martin, both fullbacks were playing inverted at times, and they were extremely vulnerable on the wings, which Panathinaikos were creating a lot of chances from. So maybe they'll look to tighten up away from home. But it's a good start for the Scottish clubs in Europe so far for this week. We, of course, have 2 days to go until Hibs and Dundee United take to action as well. Fingers crossed they can join Rangers in an overall good week for Scottish football. But it did finish 2-0 to Rangers. Finlay Curtis was given man of the match as well. And, I understand why he was given it. He was involved in 2 major moments. I personally would have given it to Jack Butland. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments below. If you are new around here, please consider checking out some of the other content on the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.